All right, good morning. It's 7 o'clock Monday morning. How's everyone doing? Just getting the day started. We've got your 7 o'clock morning live weather update. If you've not seen the forecast yet here today, and then we have today's the calm before the storm. Okay? Today's the quiet. It's going to be cool, but we're going to have some sunshine. It's going to feel pretty good outside. And then a big old rain event heads our way. We actually have 3 rounds of heavy rain moving its way into the area. So we're going to be talking much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. I want to start you off with a live look outside. How about that? That's a live look there at KMNV, Monroe County Airport in Madisonville. And we got a few clouds hanging off in the distance. Those clouds will dissipate. We'll see plenty of sunshine. Should be a good general aviation day if you're a general aviator. But if you're hitting the roads here this morning, check those TDOT cameras. And again, everything's playing out just fine. Dry roads, so not too terribly bad. Cool temperatures. We're currently now in the 30s and the 40s. So let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast. We'll start you off with the almanac from yesterday. How about this almanac? We made it into the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Why do I do that? Well, because that happened at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday afternoon, we actually had afternoon temperatures in the mid-50s. I actually came into work this morning. Well, I saw the numbers last night, but I came into work this morning and checked myself. I was like, wait a second here. I only had 54 degrees for a high temperature yesterday. And then I went back to the hourly data anyways from the National Weather Service, and I was like, nope, never mind. Okay, I was right. We were in the mid-50s yesterday, but the official high temperatures were in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. All right, here's the story. 3 rounds of rain on the way. Number 1, Tuesday into Wednesday, 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain. Number 2, Wednesday into Thursday, 1 to 3 inches. And round number 3, Saturday into Sunday, 1 to 3 inches. So you can do the math on that yourself, but we will show you the graphics because we've been showing you these graphics for quite some time. I've been talking about this for a week now, and this is the week now that we are going to be experiencing the rain. So 7 o'clock observations, temperatures in the 20s, 30s. Chattanooga's coming in at 41. Tri-Cities at 36. Heads up, Upper East Tennessee and the mountain counties up there. We do have a chance for some light icing overnight tonight. I'll explain. All right, 24-hour temperature trend. Well, we're colder this morning. We're only we're running anywhere from about 10 to 15 degrees colder than what we were yesterday morning. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? I see you all populating the chat this morning. Glad you could join us. Glad you could join me. The dogs aren't in here this morning, so it's just me. Just me. All right, here's your future cast. Pick up our timeline. This morning, again, those clouds hanging out with us this morning that you saw from the KMNV camera, the Monroe County camera, but plenty of sunshine on the way here this afternoon. So really, it's going to turn out to be a rather pleasant day. So enjoy that. Grab the sunglasses, light jacket. But as we get into 7 o'clock, notice those clouds starting to creep back in across the Southern Valley. That's round number 1 that heads in overnight tonight. All right, so lunchtime temperatures will be in the 40s. Not bad. We'll need the light jackets. But again, if you're going to be in the direct sunlight, it'll feel pretty good. As we get into the afternoon, temperatures climbing into the low 50s. So seasonable high temperatures. This is how it should be this time of the year. Based on those 30-year averages, of course. There's no should be when it comes to weather, right? There's just climatological stuff. All right, let me get that mouse off the screen. All right, into the evening hours we go. We've got temperatures staying in the 40s, so it should be a nice evening if you have any outdoor plans, dinner plans, running the kids around town. Here's your future cast overnight tonight. We've got a warm front on the way. This is going to begin the process of round number 1. Heaviest rain overnight tonight is going to be across the Tennessee-Kentucky border, but notice a little bit of pink showing up in Upper East Tennessee. We do have the chance for some light icing into the sunrise hour. Not expecting any major travel concerns, but the possibility of some light icing early Tuesday morning towards Mountain City, mainly across the higher terrain, the mountain peaks, so Mountain City and stuff like that. Irwin up there. All right, anyways, rainfall amounts just tonight could pick up about a half an inch across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Lesser amounts further south of that, kind of depending on how this rain sets up as it moves its way from south to north. But it doesn't stop there because we're going to see more rain as we get into our Tuesday night and Wednesday night and a Thursday. And then we'll get a lull in the activity Thursday and a Friday with more rain setting up shop late Friday into early Saturday. So like Denise says, good morning. Sounds like we're going to need a boat before the week's over. Anybody working on their ark yet? Had somebody on social media say, listen, I'm working on the ark, but I don't have enough room for 2 animals of every animal. Just don't. Save the people. So yeah, it is going to be it's going to be an event. And I've said it. And I've probably had, I've had people reach out to me saying, hey, your tone seems a little serious. It is serious. Low-lying areas, small rivers and streams. We're talking about the rivers. Other rivers are going to start to come up. And, of course, this comes on the backside of a massive flood event that we had in Upper East Tennessee. Not good news, right? People are still cleaning up there. So let's talk rainfall totals. You probably could add up the math, but let me show it to you. This is their futurecast. I'm going to run you through 1 week. 1 week. And this will give you a good idea of the storms that are setting up shop. So here we go. Round number 1, tonight into tomorrow into Wednesday, and then Wednesday into Thursday. And then we'll get a lull Thursday into Friday as high pressure builds on in. And then getting into our Saturday and Sunday, another storm is on the way. And it probably is not going to stop there. Actually, our deterministic models are indicating that we probably could see elevated rain chances even above and beyond into the following week. So when you add it all up, it's going to be a very active week. And realize, yes, we are talking mostly rain here in East Tennessee, but it's not going to be the case for everyone. Look at this active weather week ahead of us. Heavy rain in the south, heavy snow to the north, some light icing, freezing rain in the south, in the parts of Virginia. Gonna have some blizzard conditions possibly. I mean, we're talking about incredible amounts of rain, snow from say eastern Kentucky into West Virginia. Anybody want to go up to Snowshoe, West Virginia? This is the week to do so. Skiing is gonna be incredible up there. Incredible. Same across the West Coast and even the Sierra Nevada. The Sierras are going to get walloped as well. So this is your travel week. Now, of course, this is painting the entire week, so please understand that. But traveling along Interstate 40, 70, really at 70 and 80 are going to be a mess across the Great Plains and Upper Midwest. The Northeast is going to get walloped with heavy snow. And again, here in East Tennessee, we're talking heavy rain. So let's switch over to the rainfall story, because from now through Wednesday, you could see anywhere from 2 to 4. Generally speaking, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall through Wednesday. Again, not much going to be added to the forecast Thursday, Friday because we're dry. But then we get into Saturday and Sunday, and there's your map, my friends. We've been showing you this all week long, for over a week now. I showed you the ensemble models over a week ago saying, well, if this takes place, this is not good. The Climate Prediction Center, Weather Prediction Center getting on board with those models. And now the deterministic models are coming in line and saying, yeah, this is not good news. So possibly 4 to 7 plus inches of rainfall by next week. And then you go to the 6 to 10 day outlook. And of course, that's painting part of the picture of the rainfall on day 6 and day 7 on the 7-day forecast. But then you go 8, 9, and 10, and we could see elevated rain chances continue. And maybe even closer to 10 to 14 days out per the Climate Prediction Center. So again, we're setting up a very rainy weather event. Temperature-wise, not going to be too terribly bad. Colder tomorrow. We're going to be in the mid-40s. I think it's going to be on the chillier side. I don't think temps will warm up much. Then we're back into the 50s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into the weekend. And then above and beyond that, and remember we talked about this on the 31st because we had thunderstorms and said 10 days from now we could see snow. Well, it's the 10th, so that didn't happen. So it's been delayed. It's been delayed a little bit because look at this. Here we go. Oops. Now, for you snow lovers out there, there are some signs of some possible snow that could be heading our way. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Let me take my stuff off the screen so you can see all the cities around town, some of the major cities, of course. You can find more with the East Tennessee Weather app. If you're joining me now, of course, it pinpoints your GPS location. I do update the forecast, which does update your GPS location forecast as well. So rain increases overnight tonight. Heaviest rain across the Tennessee-Kentucky border, then ramps up throughout the day on Tuesday. Tuesday into Wednesday, heavy rain. Rain fades Thursday into Friday, and then heavy rain again Saturday and Sunday with pretty average weather on the way. Well, my friends, that's the story. Let's go to the chat and see what everyone's saying this morning. How was the weekend? Did you enjoy the weekend? Are we Super Bowl hungover? Not hungover per se, but are we did you stay up for the Super Bowl? Or did you go to bed after a short while and you're like, not Not even worth watching the rest of the game at this point of the game unless you want to stay for the celebrations and stuff like that. And what did you think? I should have asked these questions from the beginning, but what did you think of the halftime show? Let's get this conversation in the chat. Halftime show in the football game. Did you enjoy it? Did you watch it at all? And did you stay up for any of it at all or the entirety of it? I will say that we went to a friend's house. So let's see. Well, Saturday we went to Aspire Park in Clinton. Great place. Kids get to ride around the park. It's awesome. They got a great restaurant. They got food and beverages. So great little place there. And cool little thing about it is he's fully self-funding that himself for 100 years. So all the money that they make at Aspire goes back into Aspire for 100 years. Is that not the coolest concept ever? Like guaranteed that thing's going to be there for 100 years. That's awesome. Anyways, did that on Saturday. Yesterday, I had to run around a little bit, watch my friends play pickleball. I'm not playing pickleball anymore because, well, my knee. So there's that. And then we went to a friend's Super Bowl party last night. A bunch of the kids and parents from my kids' school were there. So that was fun to see all them. Big shout out to the kids' school parents this morning, if they're joining us. They did say that they were watching during the severe weather coverage. I was like, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. And then we came home. My wife came home from work. We met her here at the house. We watched a super halftime show at our friend's house at the Super Bowl party. Came home after that. I watched another quarter, and then I was like, I ain't staying up for this anymore. I'm going to bed. I am going to bed. I got to be up early in the morning. So here we are. So the question of the morning is, did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you enjoy it? And did you enjoy the halftime show? We'll go back because it takes a while to get some of the comments to load up into the chat. So why does not? Let's get to work with some national holidays for the day today, shall we? Before we do so, let's take you back outside. And a live view there from KMNV, Monroe County Airport. Great general aviation day. Once these low clouds burn off, we'll see plenty of sunshine. And it's going to be a nice, pleasant general aviation day with some lighter wind ahead of us here today. All right, here's your national holidays for the day today. So hopefully you're getting your boogie on this morning. It's February 10th, so we're celebrating birthdays and events. Happy birthday to folks and events. Any events coming up this week? Then we're celebrating those as well. All right, it's National Football Hangover Day. Don't they say that productivity across, I think the world, but more so the country, productivity across the country dwindles big time on Monday after the Super Bowl? Like you think being the kind of world that we are, the kind of country that we are, the economy that we thrive on, you think that the NFL would eventually put the Super Bowl on a Saturday night. Don't you wish that they put it on a Saturday night? I've always had to work on a Monday morning. And so that doesn't make it any fun. But here we are. And I didn't have a dog in the fight last night, so I didn't really care. My father-in-law, big shout out to John Ashman this morning. His Eagles won. My wife was getting all uppity about it too. She was getting all excited about it. They're from Jersey, so they're Eagles fans. I'm from Denver, so I'm a Broncos fan. But to be honest with you, I really don't even watch that much professional sports anymore because I can't obtain an entire weekend of all football, Saturday and Sunday. So I watch college football on Sunday. All right, National Home Warranty Day. Do you have a home warranty? I used to have a home warranty. It's paid itself, I think. I've had a refrigerator and a laundry dishwasher fixed over the years. So, I don't know. Some of you may think otherwise about a home warranty. I don't necessarily know if they're the best. Maybe if you're buying an older house and you just want to make sure everything's working, and then you can get rid of the home warranty. But anyways, National Clean Out Your Computer Day. That seems like a good thing. Here at eastTNweather, I have to clean out my computers like once a week with all the data files and video files that I've got going on. It's also National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Is that your style? And one that I like the most, it's National Umbrella Day. Hey, by the way, I don't have any sitting in around me. But we are talking about a lot of rain this week. I do have East Tennessee Weather umbrellas for sale. They are on the East Tennessee Weather website. Check that out. I have redesigned the website to make it a lot more user-friendly as well. Let me finish this. There we go. Let's come back to camera. I've redesigned it to make it a lot more user-friendly for cell phones. I've got a lot of advice over the last few weeks, and everyone's like, listen, you got to build a website to be cell phone friendly. So I've redesigned that. Hopefully you like the clean look. It's a lot cleaner to use and operate. And I also do have to apologize here for a second. I think I apologized the other day. But if you were looking for me during the severe weather event the other night, I was having some issues. One of the, I can launch my live video. If you go to my app right now, the video is live right there on front and center on the app, right? That's the way it was supposed to be during the severe weather event. But for some reason, the code got messed up. And so I've relaunched the code, redid the code. Well, my brother-in-law did. And so we've relaunched it. So it is working now. So I really do apologize for that because that video should have been front and center during severe weather. And it wasn't. And so that was a big snafu there. Also, because I had people reach out to me, I redesigned the website. And, well, in redesigning it and starting to get into the weeds of doing that, well, my live video, I do have a watch live video link at the top right-hand side, but I'm going to relaunch it. So if you end up watching severe weather coverage in the coming days, we're working on being able to, just like the app, the video will be launched for front and center during severe weather. The website will be just the same as well. So Facebook, YouTube, the website, the app, we're all fixing this and fine-tuning these things because we are just now getting into severe weather season. And so we need to fine-tune these things to make sure it's all working appropriately. But I did want to apologize because if you were looking for me during that severe weather event, I am here and I'm here for you. But I was running into a few technical issues that most of them have already been fixed. So there's that. Anyways. All right, so let's go to the football questions. Did you watch the football? Did you not? Did you like the football? Kimberly says, Mike, you know I could care less about football. All right, fine. Sorry, Kimberly. Sorry. Tom says there was a halftime show? Where's your question mark, Tom? I thought there was I thought there was an audio problem for 20 minutes. Couldn't understand anything the artist was saying. It's funny you say that. I actually missed about the first 5 minutes of it because the kids were so loud at the Super Bowl party. But that was one of the things that everyone said. They're like, I have no idea. I actually had to look that guy up until I heard one song. I was like, I did not even know who that was. But in my personal opinion, I thought the Super Bowl halftime show was fairly lackluster. And not because there's no snafus or anything like that I'm aware of. Maybe you need to go back and rewatch it. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll have a different opinion. I'll let you know tomorrow morning. But I didn't think it was that good. Krista spent the weekend cleaning the house. There we go. You must be nesting. Krista. You missed that wildlife. Couldn't understand any of it. At least they had clothes on. There you go. No snafus there, Carol. Oh, you enjoyed watching Philly stomp the Chiefs, huh? Yeah, there you go. I think you were going for Philly anyways. We talked about that. There we go. Good morning, Don. How are you this morning? Tammy doesn't watch football. Just another week in the hood. There we go. I watched about the Bushmaster and the Cayman. All right, there we go. Didn't watch football. Ready for a new season. My Colts can finally have a big year this year. Hopefully so. Aaron. Maybe the Broncos will do well. I don't know. Again, I don't pay attention to professional sports anymore. Happy birthday to your sister, Sherry. Happy birthday to Sherry. Sherry's birthday. We're celebrating Sherry's birthday today. You saw your new grandson on Sunday, 3 weeks old. Oh, congratulations, Katrina. That's awesome. How was the market? Okay, had a great market on Saturday and a nice walk at the Forks of the River to Imes on Sunday. Nice. Trying to stay quiet for the kiddos for the morning for schools closed today and tomorrow. Yes. My wife said that when I walked out, she said, "Good morning, have a great day." I was like, "Okay, go back to bed." Everyone gets to sleep in but Dad. Everyone gets to sleep in but Dad this morning. Maybe I'll go herkle-durkle later and take a nice quick little nap. Commercials in halftime were disappointing, but my buffalo chicken dip was the best. There we go. My wife made it for a Galentine party on Friday night that she went to, but she made like a cream cheese. I don't even know what was in it, but like a cream cheese, like a cheesecake filling type stuff, but thinner than cheesecake. It didn't set up like the cheesecake. And it was actually like called deviled strawberries, I think it was. And so you take that cheesecake filling, put it into hollowed out strawberries, and then on the top you put some crushed graham cracker. It was really good. And then if you saw my social media yesterday, I should share this with you. I made biscuits yesterday. And so for the first time I made biscuits. I don't know why I got a wild hair, but I did. And let's see if I can get this on here. I made biscuits yesterday for the first time, and I wanted them to make them a little bit more protein rich, so I made them with Greek yogurt. Never made biscuits ever in my entire life, but here's how they turned out. What do you think? They turned out okay? Now, I did get some comments saying, listen, there's a couple things you did wrong, and that's okay. First time. A couple things you did wrong. A, they're supposed to be right next to each other because that will help to make them rise. B, a lot of folks said, you can use mayonnaise, you can use lard. I was trying to do a little bit of a healthier biscuit. That was the goal, but it turned out good. Anyways, the point of the story was I took them last night to that Super Bowl party and actually dipping them in that cheesecake dip stuff that my wife made and then sprinkling some graham crackers on it just with the biscuit itself was like mouth-wateringly amazing. It turned out so good. And I made biscuits and gravy, so I made homemade gravy. I've made gravy my whole life, so my dad made it my whole life, so I make a good, solid breakfast gravy. Just never got into biscuits. Never really liked biscuits. Too dry. I don't like things that are dry. Anyways, that's all we get, right? Come on, Robert. Quit fighting your mom. Come on, Robert. Pay attention to mom. There we go. Kimberly loves her huge umbrella. It is huge. It's awesome. You watch for 5 seconds and turn it off. Laura got the chance to go out to, I'm going to get the school wrong. Is it Mill Creek Elementary School, Laura? I went out to Laura's school on Friday. Hey, I never got a picture, Laura, to share with on social media. So if you wouldn't mind texting me the group photo of all the kids. I went and talked to the kindergartners. I think it was Mill Creek. I could look at my calendar here real quick, but I believe it was Mill Creek. Correct me if I'm wrong, Laura. Just in Hardin Valley. It was just on the other side of just on the north side of Pellissippi Parkway. So it's in, I think it was technically Knox County. Yeah, it was. Anyways, great time talking to the kindergartners. They were a lot of fun. Of course, when you catch kindergartners at the end of the day and a day before a 4-day weekend because they called out school, yeah, we had some enthusiastic kids. They were great. So, Laura, thank you so much for having me out at the school on Friday. We'll post a picture later on today on social media. You're not a rap fan, Layla? You could have fooled me. Oh, man. That almost looks like a Hardee's biscuit. Well, there we go. Then I've done myself good, haven't I? Haven't I, Rhonda? You'd never use mayonnaise in biscuits? I don't know. I'm not a biscuit maker. So I've never made them before. Need the biscuit recipe. But there is a lot of butter in biscuits, okay? And it was kind of interesting because you have to kind of make it pretty loose, like your dough's pretty loose. I mean, this recipe called for 3 cups of flour and 3/4 of a cup of butter. Oh, did I add too much butter? I did. No wonder they were so good. You know what? How much is a stick of butter? Is a stick of butter a half a cup or a 1/4 of a cup? Somebody let me know. Because I put 3 sticks of butter into 3 cups of flour. Now I'm wondering, maybe that's why there's so much butter on the pan there. Because I had so much butter inside the things. A stick of butter is a 1/4 cup? Oh, well then I did it right, Lee. Yay, me. I did it right. Wait, Is a stick of butter a half a cup or is it a 1/4 of a cup? Tom says half. Lee says 1/4. Oh, now we're gonna have to go. Now we have to go to the good old Google, huh? Kayla says half. Let's see what the Google says. Oh, it's half a cup of butter. So I put in twice as much butter into my recipe as I should have. I thought it seemed like a lot of butter and very buttery, but Lee's saying it's a quarter. Tom's saying it's a half. Laura says it's a half. Barbara says it's a half. And the Google says it's a half, Lee. 4 of those cuts of thing would be a quarter. 8 is a half, right? Now Laura's saying 1/3 of a cup is a 1 stick. You're going to make me run outside to my fridge and check it and see what a stick of butter is? The Google says it's a half a cup. 1 stick of butter is half a cup. Well, there we go. They were still tasty. And no one ever said less butter is better. No one ever said that. By the way, I got a cool time lapse from yesterday. I'm going to share it with you. Oh, I don't have that. No, I do have it. Hold on. I have a cool time lapse to share with you this morning. There we go. We'll just take the screen full. Watch this. Let me push play on it. There it is. Cool time lapse from yesterday. KMNV, Monroe County Airport. Had the rain showers, had the clouds, those overcast gray skies yesterday. Saw some hit and miss sunshine. Airplanes were taking off and landing. There's the sunshine. Oh, it turned out to be a great afternoon. So cool little time lapse. Again, you can get those live cameras online, eastTNweather.com, the East Tennessee Weather app, and on YouTube. I've cleaned that up quite a bit. We all make them different. You did good. Thanks, Kimberly. I appreciate you. Okay, you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong. There's 2 times. You're wrong. You're wrong. Half a stick of butter, half a cup. Or a stick of butter, half a cup. Okay, half a cup. There we go. He says either way, the Super Bowl in halftime still wasn't that good. You're cracking me up, my friend. You're cracking me up. Well, Lee, the golf course is going to be a soggy one this week, my friend. Maybe shut down for a while. Hey, on a serious note, listen, if you're joining me on social media and you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, download it today. Make sure you allow push notifications and GPS location services. Make sure you turn all that on. We are talking about heavy rain to set up shop and roll our way this week. If you joined in late, I always send you back to the 24-hour weather channel, at which point you'll get yours truly to give you the detailed, very detailed forecast on how this rain's going to be playing out, what we can anticipate. Just remember, today is the calm before the storm. The rain sets in overnight tonight through the day tomorrow, Wednesday, quiet Thursday, Friday, and heavy rain again Saturday and Sunday. We sure hope you have a great day. Super Bowl Hangover Monday is in full effect. We'll see you back here for Wake Up with Withcer tomorrow morning. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Withcer.
Well, good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for checking in with your Monday morning 6 a.m. weather update. As we head through the day today, it's going to be beautiful, actually. A nice, quiet, calm, before the storm kind of a day. We've got a very active wet weather pattern setting up shop this week. We've been talking about that for the last week or so. This is the week that you need to pay attention. That localized flooding and flash flooding could become a concern as we progress through the week. Yesterday, we had official highs in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, in the middle of the night. That actually happened at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday afternoon, temperatures were in the 50s. It was a nice cool day. We had some sunshine, but we also had some clouds hanging out with us as well. All right, so here are those weather headlines. 3 rounds of rain heading our way this week. Number 1, Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll pick up 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches. Number 2, Wednesday into Thursday, we'll pick up another 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. And number 3, Saturday into Sunday, an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain. So a very wet weather week ahead of us this week. 5 o'clock in the morning, observations were in the 30s and some close to pockets of some 40s, but even some 20s across parts of Fentress and Cumberland County. So chilly there. Temperatures are trending about 15 degrees colder this morning than what we were yesterday morning. As we progress through time, well, we're going to have plenty of sunshine early on and through most of the day. But as we get in the second part of our day, we'll start to see some clouds creeping in from the south. So do anticipate increasing clouds from south to north as we get closer to sunset tonight. All right, lunchtime temperatures will be in the 40s, not too terribly bad, pretty average, but we're going to trend pretty average this afternoon as well. Again, plenty of sunshine, average temperatures. This is exactly where we should be for this time of the year. But if you get the direct sunlight, it's going to feel great. Remember, we measure the temperature in the shade. And if you have evening plans here tonight, should be dry through 8 o'clock. We're right around 44 degrees. But it's not going to be dry all night long because here comes our next wave of rain that's going to set up shop. And just realize with all the rain that we saw in some locations over the last couple of days, we've had water starting to stand in locations. And so this is going to be insult to injury. We've got moisture swinging its way in from south to north overnight tonight and through our Tuesday morning. Heaviest rain is going to be across the Tennessee-Kentucky border northward with some light icing possible. Some light freezing rain across upper East Tennessee, the mountain counties. So towards Tri-Cities, Mountain City, over towards Irwin, across the higher peaks, we could see some light icing thanks to some colder air up there. Shouldn't cause any major issues, and rainfall amounts just through Tuesday morning. Lesser amounts south of Interstate 40, north of Interstate 40, a little bit more. Well, we'll pick up probably about a half an inch across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. So a little bit more rain there. But as I mentioned, it doesn't stop. When you look at your rainfall chances, very elevated chances. Everybody's getting soaked. We'll dry out Thursday, Friday. Rain chances ramp back up. So again, 3 rounds of rain heading our way this week. Let me show you what it looks like on the big picture because it's not just rain here locally, but it's a lot of snow and ice across the country as well. There's round number 1. Here's round number 2. And then we'll wait for round number 3 as we get into our Saturday and Sunday. So Thursday, Friday are dry. Here's Saturday, Sunday. Our next round of rain comes on through. So just through next Sunday, this is what it's going to look like across the country. So beware, travelers. Heavy snow along Interstate 70, Interstate 80, blizzard conditions possible across parts of Virginia, West Virginia. They're going to get walloped there. Icing over into Virginia. Heavy rain from Tennessee southward and incredible amounts of snow across the Rockies with heavy rain across the West Coast as well. So when you add it all up, this is from the Weather Prediction Center. This takes us all the way through Wednesday. So again, we're talking about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall just through Wednesday. Then we'll take you all the way through Friday. Again, not a whole lot of rain, remember Thursday, Friday, but it's going to pile up again Saturday and Sunday. So rainfall totals over a week could be anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. And that's why I've been stressing the fact that we're going to see the potential for some localized flooding and flash flooding. I don't think it's going to happen with round number 1, but it could happen with round number 2, and again, exacerbate the problem with round number 3. And it may not stop there. The Climate Prediction Center is predicting above average precipitation 6 to 10 days out, so above and beyond the 7-day forecast. And maybe above and beyond that, we'll see. We're starting to see some weaker signals for above average rainfall as we get into, say, your 8 to 14 day outlook. Here's your temperature trend. How about this? All right, so we're going to see average temperatures today, below average temperatures tomorrow, and then we'll kind of average things out temperature-wise as we head through the rest of the week and into the upcoming weekend. When you look at your temperature trend, though, don't get used to these average temperatures because another pocket of colder air is going to be swinging its way on into the area. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Rainy conditions. Dry today, rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dry Friday. Probably dry Thursday as well, and then rain again on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of rain is on the way. Again, the potential, we're not looking at severe weather, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, but flooding and flash flooding is going to become a concern. Have a way to receive weather information from the National Weather Service. The easiest way to do so is the free, always free, never paid for East Tennessee Weather app. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day part, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Withcer.
Well, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks for checking in with your Monday morning 6 a.m. weather update. As we head through the day today, it's going to be beautiful, actually. A nice, quiet, calm before the storm kind of a day. We've got a very active wet weather pattern setting up shop this week. We've been talking about that for the last week or so. This is the week that you need to pay attention that localized flooding and flash flooding could become a concern as we progress through the week. Yesterday, we had official highs in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, in the middle of the night. That actually happened at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday afternoon, temperatures were in the 50s. It was a nice, cool day. We had some sunshine, but we also had some clouds hanging out with us as well. All right, so here are those weather headlines. 3 rounds of rain heading our way this week. Number 1, Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll pick up 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches. Number 2, Wednesday into Thursday, we'll pick up another 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. And number 3, Saturday into Sunday, an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain. So a very wet weather week ahead of us this week. 5 o'clock in the morning, observations were in the 30s and so close to pockets of some 40s, but even some 20s across parts of Fentress and Cumberland counties. So chilly there. Temperatures are trending about 15 degrees colder this morning than what we were yesterday morning. As we progress through time, we're going to have plenty of sunshine early on and through most of the day. But as we get in the second part of our day, we'll start to see some clouds creeping in from the south. So do anticipate increasing clouds from south to north as we get closer to sunset tonight. All right, lunchtime temperatures will be in the 40s, not too terribly bad, pretty average, but we're going to trend pretty average this afternoon as well. Again, plenty of sunshine, average temperatures. This is exactly where we should be for this time of the year. But if you get the direct sunlight, it's going to feel great. Remember, we measure the temperature in the shade. And if you have evening plans here tonight, should be dry through 8 o'clock. We're right around 44 degrees. But it's not going to be dry all night long because here comes our next wave of rain that's going to set up shop. And just realize with all the rain that we saw in some locations over the last couple of days, we've had water starting to stand in locations. And so this is going to be insult to injury. We've got moisture swinging its way in from south to north overnight tonight and through our Tuesday morning. Heaviest rain is going to be across the Tennessee-Kentucky border northward with some light icing possible. Some light freezing rain across upper East Tennessee, the mountain counties. So towards Tri-Cities, Mountain City, over towards Irwin, across the higher peaks, we could see some light icing thanks to some colder air up there. Shouldn't cause any major issues, and rainfall amounts just through Tuesday morning. Lesser amounts south of Interstate 40, north of Interstate 40, a little bit more. Well, we'll pick up probably about 1/2 inch across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. So a little bit more rain there. But as I mentioned, it doesn't stop. When you look at your rainfall chances, very elevated chances. Everybody's getting soaked. We'll dry out Thursday, Friday. Rain chances ramp back up. So again, 3 rounds of rain heading our way this week. Let me show you what it looks like on the big picture because it's not just rain here locally, but it's a lot of snow and ice across the country as well. There's round number 1. Here's round number 2. And then we'll wait for round number 3 as we get into our Saturday and Sunday. So Thursday, Friday are dry. Here's Saturday, Sunday. Our next round of rain comes on through. So just through next Sunday, this is what it's going to look like across the country. So beware, travelers. Heavy snow along Interstate 70, Interstate 80, blizzard conditions possible across parts of Virginia, West Virginia. They're going to get walloped there. Icing over into Virginia. Heavy rain from Tennessee southward and incredible amounts of snow across the Rockies with heavy rain across the West Coast as well. So when you add it all up, this is from the Weather Prediction Center. This takes us all the way through Wednesday. So again, we're talking about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall just through Wednesday. Then we'll take you all the way through Friday. Again, not a whole lot of rain, remember Thursday, Friday, but it's going to pile up again Saturday and Sunday. So rainfall totals over a week could be anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. And that's why I've been stressing the fact that we're going to see the potential for some localized flooding and flash flooding. I don't think it's going to happen with round number 1, but it could happen with round number 2, and again, exacerbate the problem with round number 3. And it may not stop there. The Climate Prediction Center is predicting above average precipitation 6 to 10 days out, so above and beyond the 7-day forecast. And maybe above and beyond that, we'll see. We're starting to see some weaker signals for above average rainfall as we get into, say, your 8 to 14 day outlook. Here's your temperature trend. How about this? All right, so we're going to see average temperatures today, below average temperatures tomorrow, And then we'll kind of average things out temperature-wise as we head through the rest of the week and into the upcoming weekend. When you look at your temperature trend, though, don't get used to these average temperatures because another pocket of colder air is going to be swinging its way on into the area. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Rainy conditions. Dry today, rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dry Friday. Probably dry Thursday as well, and then rain again on Saturday and Sunday. A lot of rain is on the way. Again, the potential, we're not looking at severe weather, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, but flooding and flash flooding is going to become a concern. Have a way to receive weather information from the National Weather Service. The easiest way to do so is the free, always free, never paid for East Tennessee Weather app. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day part, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
City Heating and Air has been proudly serving East Tennessee for over 60 years. Mike Davis here with City Heating and Air, reminding you always to dare to compare. We use only the best equipment like American Standard heating and air conditioning for your residential, new construction, or commercial needs. Honesty, dependability, and customer satisfaction has been the foundation of our business since 1961. City Heating and Air. Dare to compare.
Since 1982, Mike Stevens Homes has built a place for your most cherished and treasured memories. We know the events that take place within the walls of our homes are the stuff of life, and we don't take that responsibility lightly. Our design process starts with you. Every home we build is as unique as the person or the family we're building for. I'm Mike Stevens, and I'd love to talk to you about your new home in your new neighborhood. Let us create the perfect place for your memories of baby's first steps, Thanksgiving with your parents, grandparents, and cousins, and the million treasured moments you'll be thinking of 20 years from now. Mike Stevens Homes doesn't build houses. We build places where your memories happen.
If you have a high water bill or a hidden water leak in a residential or commercial property, call us at American Leak Detection of East Tennessee. We have trained professionals in the field that can detect those leaks without destruction, and we've been doing this for over 50 years, so call us today.
American Leak Detection.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.